What's up, Freedom Team? Happy Tuesday. Just walked in from the gym, but I was on a mentorship call last night, and we talked at length about sharing the opportunity. We talked at length about fears and limiting beliefs. We talked about, had several girls who were saying, like, I know I'm supposed to bring up the opportunity, but when it's time for me to do that, I fear being pushy, or I fear making the other person feel pressured by me in order to share the opportunity effectively or at all. What I was finding is that some people would bring up the opportunity. They would be willing to say, hey, listen, when you love your products, just know there's an opportunity to make an income here. If you're ever open to that, let me know. And they would kind of let them off the hook, right? Well, here's what we know. Hey, Amber, in order to progress through the CEO path, which if you're here building a business, it's because you want to generate business income. You want to not get paid like a hobby, but you want to have a good residual growing stream of income. And the way to do that is by helping other people also grow in income. But the only way to bring people in who want to build a business is for you to be sharing the business opportunity with them. And here's what I discovered last night on the call. People don't have an aversion to sharing the opportunity. People, like the people that I was coaching last night, they've been deeply impacted by the business opportunity. Their lives look different because of the income that they make here. And so they want to share the opportunity, but what they want is a way to share the opportunity in a way that they can feel excited about, that they can feel confident in, and in a way that they feel like will disarm the other person and not create this pressure or tension. So we spent some time talking that through last night, and I just want to walk you through what I would do to get someone to a point of, I don't think I would want to do that, to, yeah, I want to give that a shot. So I'm just going to kind of talk you through my process. I'm sure some of you that are watching will just be generous enough to go and kind of transcribe some of these messages, and we can turn it into a script flow if you would like to. I just wanted to come talk to you before. I didn't have time to go prep a bunch of scripts. I just wanted to share what's on my heart. So if you're listening and you want to turn this into a script guide for the team, go for it. I know it would be such a huge blessing. But number one, on the phone. I know it's so much easier to do this in text. I know it is. I know it's so much easier to just bring up the opportunity in Messenger. But here's what I will tell you. It is a percentage as effective, maybe 10% as effective. And you can shorten the amount of time between sharing the opportunity and someone getting off to a strong start if you're just willing to engage them on the telephone. So anytime somebody orders, what I would recommend, and you can do this as a brand new silver, you can do this no matter what rank you are, but pick up the phone and give them a call. Their number is in your back office, and just say, hey, this is Christina calling you with Plexus because I saw that you placed your order. I'm so excited that you got your products on the way. I know that these products are going to deeply impact your quality of life and your health, and you made a really wise decision. So just wanted to go over a few things to help you get great results on your products. Number one, consistency. Products can only work if you take them. So, obviously we want to be very consistent. This is where I'll remind them that I'm sending them a schedule. I'll make sure that they know the most important thing is that they take their products. I'll also talk to them about the need to drink enough water, at least half of their body weight in ounces, if not more. I'll ask if they have any questions specific to the products. I'll say, okay, now that we have all that covered, that only takes about 3 or 4 minutes. Now that we have all that covered, are there any questions specifically that you have for me about the products or how to get off to a strong start with them? They'll usually say, no, I think you covered everything. I'm excited for them to get here. And I'll say, me too. When they do, let me know. In the meantime, there's one other thing I wanted to bring up. You probably already know that one of the benefits that came with your membership is the opportunity to leverage your excitement for the products you're fixing to start to generate some income. Some people like that income to cover the cost of their products. Some people like that income to cover the cost of their mortgage. And some people like that income to be somewhere in the middle. And I'm just curious, When you love your products, do you think you'll be telling people about them to take advantage of that? Here's where I stop talking. This is where I want them to say, yeah, I mean, if I like the products, I'll tell people about it. Or, yeah, I mean, I need to get my own results first. Or that's usually what they say to that question. Now, oftentimes I will just directly overcome that objection. I'll remind them that they don't need their own, product results first. And that's how I've trained my team for a long time to overcome that objection. But I want to give you another option. The person I was coaching last night, that feels confrontational to her. And so in an effort to meet her where she's at, we came up with another plan. So when this person says, okay, well, yeah, I mean, once I love my products, I probably will be telling people about them. What I told this girl on my team to do is say, okay, cool. Well, I have no doubt that you're going to love your products. So I'm just curious, when you do, what would be your motivation for wanting to share? Would it be to earn that extra income? Would it be to help other people be excited about their health like you feel right now? Would it be to be a part of the community? So do you see how I just kind of circumvented her objection? I just literally said, okay, well, that's cool. When that happens, what would be your motivation? So I'm kind of jumping ahead and trying to go ahead and figure out what would motivate her to share when she loved her products. Most of the time they're going to say, well, I mean, the extra money would be nice, but of course I want to help people. And I'll say, yeah, I mean, I definitely see that. I want to help people too. I'm just curious, how much extra money would it take for that to be worth it for you to put yourself out there? Like, are we talking an extra $500 right here at the holidays? Like, would that be a blessing? I'm just curious. And so now what I'm doing is just asking them questions to see if the opportunity is a solution for problems that they have. Because now she's going to say, well, yeah, I mean, an extra $500, that would help me buy the top wish list on the Christmas list. Or an extra $500, man, that would cover the down payment on my kid's dorm room or whatever. And then you could say, okay, well, listen, I hear what you're saying. It sounds like that would be a huge blessing for you. I just want you to know there are a lot of people who will come in and earn that before their products ever even arrive. And they can do that by sharing other people's belief, other people's results. So I'm just curious, no pressure, but if I could show you how to get what you just said you wanted, while we are also working on your own results, would that be something that you'd want to take a look at now? So basically, I've asked the magic question twice. This time, though, what they want is very clear because they had to tell it to me. So now the extra $500 to go get Johnny's #1 Christmas list, wish list, that $500, I'm saying I can show you how to do that while your products are on the way. Now, all of a sudden, what they want feels bigger than the fear of, well, I don't know if I have my own results yet. I don't know if I can do that. And at that moment, that's when they might say, I mean, that sounds great, but I've never sold anything to anybody. Or I don't know if I have the time. So now we're kind of getting to the real objection. And then I kind of will do the same thing. I'll say, okay, you haven't ever sold anything to anybody. Listen, me either. When I started this, I was a 4th grade school teacher. I talked to 9-year-olds all day long. So did I have to learn a couple of skills? Yeah, I did. But the good news is the team that you just joined, we have everything so well organized and laid out that what it actually will require of you is a willingness to get uncomfortable, but you'll have me beside you every single step of the way, and a desire to be coachable. Like, if you're willing to take the action, I can show you the action that needs to be taken. I can give you feedback on the action, and I can help you get those results. So we can figure out all the rest. Let's figure that out, though, after we get that first, whatever the first thing they told you they wanted, that $500 for whatever. What are your thoughts on that? I've got a system. I got to plug you into it. I will help you along the way. What are your thoughts? Now, at this point, you can kind of read the room. They may say, yeah, I mean, when you put it like that, it seems like that's kind of a no-brainer, right? And then you say, yeah, it is. So here's what we do. The first thing we need to do is we need to start some conversations. So I'll help them kind of craft their message, which is basically just their story. How are they feeling? Why were they tired of it? How do they feel now that they found a solution? And why are they excited to share with that particular person? So kind of 4 parts. How was I feeling? I was run down. I had no energy. I could not lose that last 10 pounds. I was feeling so frustrated with myself. My friend shared about Plexus, and suddenly I had hope that maybe this would be the last thing I would ever have to try. It helped her with this and that, so I was eager to get started. And I thought about you because we have the same health issues. I've heard you complain about the same things. Are you open to taking a look at it? So do you see how I help her walk through just a very brief message template that she can also then turn into a post? Here's how I was feeling. Here's how that made me feel about my life. Found a solution. Here's why I'm excited about the future. So now she has something she can go reach out to people about and something that she can go post. Now, that's what I would do with somebody who was saying, yeah, like I want to give this a try. If you have somebody that says, I want to do this thing, I am still going mentorship all the way. I have a brand new girl. She's going to be a diamond. Mark my words, she's going to be a diamond. So did I start her out with, let's just get a couple sample messages out? No, I said, listen, you're going to be a diamond. I know that. We have this program called the mentorship. I want you to work through each guide, learn what it says you need to learn and do what it says you need to do. And I'm here every step of the way. So it's still not black and white. I know some of you want to know, do I do this or do I do that? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Trust your discernment as a leader. But I hope that that's helpful as far as how to continue to have the conversation even when they put an objection on the table. What you don't want to do is let someone off the hook with their objection, because when you let them off the hook, you basically co-sign on their belief that I can't do this because I don't have this. I can't do this because I don't have my own results yet. I can't do this because I don't have extra time. I can't do this because I don't have any sales experience. You don't want them thinking you believe and agree with what they're saying. That's not true. We want to offer them another perspective and another way to look at the situation. And you can do that by saying, okay, but if that weren't the case, or all right, well, when you get those results, why would you be sharing anyway? So I'm kind of circumventing it and bringing it back to that. So I hope that's really helpful. I know that people that are listening to this will take the time to go and transcribe that. We can kind of upload that so that you guys have it here with this video. But I think that should eliminate any kind of tension that you feel on these welcome calls. And like I said, you should be practicing this no matter what rank you are, no matter how long you've been here. If you want your points to grow rapidly and you want to create momentum on your team, this is what you have to do. And this is what you have to train your people to do. So hope it's helpful. You guys have a wonderful day. Merry, Merry Christmas.